How about that pop that greets the #1 UFC middleweight contender? He has emerged through the gauntlet at 185 pounds, and tonight, that elusive crack at UFC Gold.
Just getting here is an accomplishment, because the waters are shark infested. Every single time you walk into the octagon, you are challenged at the highest level. So to get here is one thing. It's another thing to become the champion. He feels like tonight is his night to complete the journey, to finish writing his story and walking away with a championship belt.
There is a little bit of friction on this matchup, but most people would argue if any athlete is well-equipped to bottle that emotion and realize success on a big stage, it is this #1 contender. Those questions give way to answers here in a moment. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that I think separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev has graced the octagon. We are set to go for our main event of the evening. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the 3rd man in the octagon tonight. All right, going to be interesting to see how Tito Ortiz chooses to attack here early on in this one. At least on paper, he figures to have a lot of advantages. Let's see how he chooses to approach the early go. Nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fight.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
Push him off! Push him off!
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Khamzat Chimaev getting worked here from the top. Ground and pound strikes raining down. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Ortiz is back in full mount.
Nice transition. He's got to be careful here.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. 3 minutes now in round 1. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Good work from the top here by Ortiz. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style. He's got his back.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it?
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Under a minute to go. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
In the half guard.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Chimaev. Final seconds here of round one. Round two is next.
Nice. Everything is going perfect. You're striking, looking beautiful. You're hurting this kid. You're hurting him. Just keep going at the top.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready.
Round two here. Oh, nice straight punch there. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot.
Beautiful diving strike lands. All right, so now we start to see some visible damage in the form of swelling as the ground and pound strikes continue to land.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Rips the body there. Single leg takedown is good. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Tito. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Tito's eye is starting to swell shut. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Chimaev. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here.
Beautiful transition. Good job being a threat off your back and not allowing your opponent to get comfortable.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Khamzat Chimaev, ground and pound from half guard now. All right, full guard now, DC.
Yes, full guard. Watch for the top fighter to either posture or look to pass right away.
Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Khamzat Chimaev. Ground and pound strike there now.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount.
You're wrong.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was for him, DC. And look at him walking back to that corner. He's feeling himself a little bit.
Oh, he's feeling himself. And look at his coaches. They're all celebrating because they know that if they stay the course, if they do the exact same thing, they may be able to find the finish this time.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, massive knee to the head. That shot blocked by Chimaev. Oh, lands another pinpoint strike there. And he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done. It's tight. It's tight. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Print the shirts. Ground and pound.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to be careful here.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3. Ortiz is in half guard. Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up.
Oh, great reversal to top position by Tito. And right into side control. Under a minute now to go in the round. Tito's got the full mount.
Nice defense.
Let's work.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, scramble.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
He does. You got to go out there and show these people.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to great timing on that double leg.
All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy. that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt wrapped around their waist. It's amazing.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Tito. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Right into side control.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position. Nice shot lands from the bottom.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here. Oh, hard ground and pound strike there. I believe that one opened him up. Under 2 minutes here to go, round 4. Chimaev has got full mount now.
Get that knee in.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Tito's in half guard. 4th round here, less than a minute to go. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go.
All right, sit down, breathe, get some water, relax. Now listen, that was awesome. Really good work. Way to control him from the top. I need you to work to pass that.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Here we go, 5th and final round. Big right hook. Oh, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Straight punch. These guys are both throwing everything with fight-ending intentions. Oh, with authority, the body. Tito goes for the takedown, and now he gets it. So a nice transition there after he got stunned on the feet. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Ortiz. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Oh, nice hammer fist there by Tito. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Chimaev's now dealing with a cheek cut. All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have? Nope. Lucky guy. I have. Gotta be careful here.
Down the stretch they come. We're going down to the wire. It has been all action all the time.
I mean, two evenly matched fighters have laid it all out on the line. Let's see who can get the job done as we get to the end of the fight.
Well, no surprise to see him rinse and repeat as he continues to target that swelling upstairs.
Targeting that swollen eye, getting back after him, making him work, and recognizing that, hey, this is my path. It's working. I'm going to stay on.
Tito's in half guard now. Continuing to work out of the half guard. All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired never...
Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. The official decision is now in and resides with Bruce Buffer.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All three judges score the contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision and new UFC middleweight champion of the world,